local all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Right now at 6, a water main break still causing some issues for people in Waterbury. The impact that break continues to have on the city, and what's next to get it fixed. Fox 61's Priscilla Mays is going to have more details for us in just a few minutes. Well, good morning to you and happy Thursday. We're having a good morning so far despite the rain. We hope you are as well. Thanks for being with us. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Bridget Pure. Although we did get that rain overnight, so it is a bit of a soggy start, and there's more rain on the way. Rachel Piscatelli, not ideal for the Durham Fair today.
No, not ideal for any outdoor activities, really. 1 to 2 inches of rain falling across parts of the state from now through this evening. We also are watching the potential for some stronger storms later on today, too, and I think that's going to be a bigger concern moving forward. In eastern Connecticut right now, that's where we're seeing the bulk of the rain, some nuisance showers in western areas towards Fairfield and New Haven County. But right now towards Norwich, New London, dealing with more steady rain towards Stonington, up 395 towards Lisbon and Jewett City. Our precipitation chances for today, you'll see that about half of the state dealing with rain now, but moving forward, we are going to see that radar begin to fill in. Much of the state this morning dealing with a lot of rain, some of it coming down heavy. There could be some embedded downpours and thunderstorms too. Some of those could be on the stronger side. By 2 o'clock, that rain chance is still up there. And then towards the evening, that chance gets a little bit lower and lower. So not as widespread moving into the evening hours. Temperatures out there this morning, anywhere in the 60s to near 70, 63 to about 71 looks like the temperature spread. 67 in New Milford. It's not too far off from this time yesterday. Our dew points are up this morning, so we also have some fog, so foggy conditions in addition to the rain. So in eastern Connecticut, but also towards Waterbury now, at about a half a mile visibility. So be mindful of that. So at the bus stop, temperatures are in the 60s to near 70 now. We're going to get up to around 70 to about 73 this afternoon, and you certainly need to grab the umbrella before you head out. Other than that, tomorrow looks quite nice, and heading into the weekend also looking pretty good too. We'll have more details on your weekend forecast and walk you through the hour by hour for today, coming up in just around 15 minutes. As we check in with the roads this morning here at about 6:02. We are following this one issue this morning, so heads up for folks if you are travel in the Windsor Locks area. Route 140, Bridge Street, it is closed this morning between I-91 and Gardner Road, and that is due to a crash in the area, so you will need to use an alternative route. Live look outside in Hartford showing you volume is light, and your drive times from Hartford into Massachusetts around 16 minutes. New Haven into Rhode Island is 72. We're starting to see some delays building on 95 South. Bridget.
All right, Rachel, 6:02 is your time. Coming up at 6:03, students in Waterbury returned to the classroom today after a water main break forced all public schools to close yesterday. Fox 61's Priscilla Meza is live in Waterbury with what parents need to know before dropping off kids this morning. Maybe bring a bottle of water, Priscilla.
Yeah, good morning. Most homes now have water service back, but officials say the work is far from done. The city's main focus today is keeping kids safe in school while also trying to prepare a longer-term fix for this century-old transmission main. That main, a 30-inch high-pressure line beneath Huntington Avenue here, burst Tuesday night, forcing the Watertown treatment plant offline. Water service has been restored to nearly all homes, but some customers are still seeing low pressure or discolored water. City leaders say because of the main's age and structural issues, it can't be repaired right away. Instead, crews will install 2 new 30-inch insertion valves later this week to stabilize the system. Meanwhile, schools have resumed with added precautions, though. At the most impacted campuses, meals are being prepared off-site and delivered in. Bottled water is available for students, but families are encouraged to send their kids with their own water bottles. And for drivers, Huntington Avenue remains closed today as crews continue their work. So the key takeaway for families is just try to send your kids with bottled water just in case and be prepared for that. And drivers, Huntington Avenue is closed. This road, we've seen many cars just try to come in and out. So definitely expect some traffic later today around this area and be prepared for that. But we will continue to keep you updated on the repair progress as today progresses. Live in Waterbury, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
And took quite a bit of time to clean all that up, Priscilla, and restore running water. Some say they didn't get it till around 4 p.m. yesterday. Back on. Thank you. All right, we're going to turn to some breaking news. Overnight, the White House says federal agencies should prepare large-scale firings of federal workers. That's if the government shuts down next week. A reduction in force would not only lay off employees, but eliminate their positions. And that would trigger yet another massive upheaval in a federal workforce that has already faced major rounds of cuts this year. Lawmakers have until September 30th to vote on a budget and keep the government funded.
Yesterday, a shooter in Dallas killed an ICE detainee and injured 2 others before he took his own life. The 2 surviving detainees are hospitalized and in critical condition. The shooting happened at an ICE field office in Dallas in what the FBI is calling a targeted attack. Investigators say a sniper opened fire from a nearby rooftop early yesterday morning. 3 detainees were shot while they were in a transport van. ICE says that the entire building was sprayed with bullets.
Like 20 shots, one after another. In that moment, I didn't know where it was coming from.
FBI Director Kash Patel says these bullets were found nearby with anti-ICE written on one of them. Police have not officially confirmed a motive.
6:06 now. A man is in the hospital after he was hurt in a shooting in Hartford. This happened just after 6 p.m. last night near Evergreen and Farmington Avenues. When officers got on scene, they found a man in his 30s with a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. A New Haven man is in jail this morning on charges stemming from a deadly shooting last month. At a press conference yesterday, we learned it was a community effort to find and arrest the suspect. That suspect, now identified as 39-year-old Sergio Thomas, was arrested in Waterbury on September 5th and charged with murder. You see him here. Back on August 25th, 2 men were shot on Dickerman Street. When officers arrived on scene, they found 26-year-old Daquan Hyman and 32-year-old Ernest Williams suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Both men later died. Police Chief Carl Jacobson of New Haven said the arrest is the result of weeks of investigative work and cooperation with the New Haven community.
Justice would be returning your kids to you, and we can't do that. But we can move forward with an arrest and support your family, and that's what we're going to do as a police department.
Police say this is still an open investigation, so if you know anything, you're asked to call them.
A number of laws will be implemented on October 1st, including one that prohibits law enforcement officers from handcuffing children under the age of 14. However, there are some situations where children can still be handcuffed. Now, that includes times when it's needed for public safety or if the child is trying to use physical force. The bill was introduced because of the psychological effects handcuffing someone under 14 may cause. State Representative Greg Howard says this law makes it more clear for everyone about the times when a child would need to be handcuffed.
What the law does is basically says if you're going to put handcuffs on a child that you know is under 14 years old, you have to articulate that there was a public safety risk or they were being violent towards you.
We have a full list of other laws coming to Connecticut over on our website. Just head to fox61.com. It looks like the state plans to approve Eversource's request to raise gas rates this winter, but not the full increase. According to a draft decision, the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority will greenlight a $41.5 million increase for Yankee Gas Services, which Eversource owns. The utility company is requesting an increase of more than $192 million in order to continue to make repairs to aging infrastructure. Now, we want to point out that Puro's approval is not finalized yet. It is just a proposed decision. Eversource says its plan would add about $46 a month to customers' bills. With Puro's proposed decision, customers can expect an increase of only about $6 to $7 a month. A final decision still needs to be made before November 1st, when the new rate is expected to go into effect.
For many high school seniors, the path to college can feel full of barriers. But here in Connecticut, a different approach is taking the stress out of the process. Fox 61's Raven Blue explains how the state is helping more students get through the door.
Applying to college is a stressful time for high school seniors, and that time waiting to see if you get in is a whole nother story. Well, for Connecticut seniors, that anxiety-inducing process has gotten a little easier thanks to the Connecticut Automatic Admission Program. As thousands of students across Connecticut prepare to apply to college, the chance to pursue higher education is more accessible thanks to the Connecticut Automatic Admissions Program, or CAP, designed to remove barriers and open doors. CAP, which was established in 2022, offers graduating high school seniors who have a weighted GPA of 3.0 or an unweighted GPA of 2.75 automatic admission to programs at 10 participating colleges in the state. The program removes the application fees, required essays, and recommendation letters and has students fill out a simple application. Schools like Central, Eastern, Southern, and Western Connecticut State Universities and private institutions like the University of Hartford are among a few of the universities and colleges participating in the program. Colleges say the response from students has been overwhelmingly positive, and as acceptance notices start rolling out, they are seeing a surge of interest and excitement.
We're seeing a lot of wonderful feedback as students are being served their automatic admission notifications, and they're receiving those with excitement and energy, and we're already seeing an uptick in application volume for the university.
As a collective, we're up in enrollment. So this fall semester, we've enrolled nearly 2,000 students. Right, 2,000 students that are beginning or continuing, their academic endeavors and journeys.
For the class of 2025, the applications are already open, and they will remain open until May 1st, 2026. For a link to the full list of participating schools and how to apply, just head to this story on our website, FOX61.com. In Hartford, Raven Blue, Fox 61.
Well, it is the first day of the Durham Fair. Gates open at 4 p.m. today. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, gates will open at 9 a.m. There's thousands of exhibits on display this year, along with plenty of food and games and, of course, farm animals. On Saturday night at 7:30 p.m., Styx will take center stage. And if you plan on going, there will be several lots to park in, along with shuttle buses to help people get to and from the fairgrounds.